Happy fall, y'all, and welcome to Underwood Family Farms. I'm Farmer Tiffany, and today we're going to talk all about pumpkins. The first thing that I need to do to plant my pumpkin is to get a seed. So now that I have my seeds, I've got to prepare my soil for those seeds. So we have our tractors come in, we find a nice, flat, large space, and we plow. Once that field is all plowed, we plant our seeds. And the first thing that happens is that root develops. Then it creates two big, nice leaves, and that begins our plant. Once that leaf forms, then the stem starts to grow. And that stem on a pumpkin is a vine. It happens to be the crawling vine. After that vine starts to grow, the flowers form. In order for a pumpkin to grow, that flower needs to be pollinated. And thanks to our bees and bugs, they will help pollinate our plants and our vine, which will begin the start of the pumpkin. Once that pumpkin grows, it grows and grows on that vine. The vine gets longer, the pumpkins get bigger, and after 100 days, which is the average time in which a pumpkin needs to grow to get to its maturity, we've got lots and lots of pumpkins. Pumpkins are 90% water, so they need a lot of water to grow. Once that pumpkin is formed in those 100 days, it's ready for us to harvest. Now, what do we do with all those pumpkins once they're ready to harvest? We can't possibly use them all, but we want to be able to share them all with you. Here at the farm, we transform the farm into an amazing pumpkin patch for you to come visit and pick your very own pumpkin for you to take home and celebrate the fall season. Now here at Underwood Family Farms, we grow several different varieties of pumpkins and squash, over 30. There are hundreds of varieties available. Now here we have our gourds, which are a variety of squash. It's hard and tough, so you wouldn't want to eat it, but it makes for a great decoration on your fall table or porch. We also grow a lot of different squash. Now, squash are very decorative as well as great to eat. So once you use them for your decoration, you're able to use them on your fall harvest table, maybe as a side dish for your Thanksgiving meal, or to make some pumpkin soup. And we've got the Hubbard, we have turban, and we have the 2 acorn. These are great for stuffing as well as roasting. Here are some different varieties of pumpkins that we grow here at Underwood, and these are some of my favorite. My all-time favorite happens to be the Jarrahdale, which is an heirloom pumpkin that originated in Australia. Don't be fooled by its blue-green outer shell. It has a wonderful thick orange flesh inside that is great for eating. It makes a great pumpkin pie as well as a pumpkin puree. We also have the Lumina pumpkin. The Lumina pumpkin is this really pretty bright white. You can also save it all the way into Christmas time and use it as decoration on your Christmas table as well. It does also have an orange flesh inside as well. Then we have our cheese wheel. Now our cheese wheel looks just like a cheese wheel that you would get at one of the cheese manufacturers. We have our Millionaire, which is a nice variegated variety. And then this is our wart pumpkin. Oh, this is a favorite of the kids. It's super cute and it kind of has that spooky Halloween feel. Our sugar baby pumpkin. This is the typical pumpkin that everyone gets when they come on our field trips. So it's an easy portable pumpkin for you to be able to take home. You can paint it, you can carve it, as well as you can cook it. It makes for a great pie. It is called the sugar baby. Now, our fan favorite that the public really likes is our Cinderella. Can everybody say, oh, Cinderella, princess? It is a flat pumpkin. It's very heavy and it makes for a really nice decoration on your porch. It looks just like the Cinderella coach. Then we have our standard jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. They come in all different sizes and shapes. You can take them home and carve them into your very own favorite jack-o'-lantern. And those of you who'd like to make a bigger statement with your Halloween decoration, you can go home with one of our big Max pumpkins. Now this one you're gonna need lots of help with, and you better bring friends and a big truck to take this one home. Here we have our full moon pumpkin. Now what's great about this pumpkin is it can last all the way into the Christmas season. By getting 3 different sizes, you can make a snowman to put on your porch or in your house, and it will stay throughout your whole holiday season. Those of you who want to make a very big statement on your front lawn or on your porch, you can go home with a big Atlantic giant pumpkin. These guys are one of the largest pumpkins that are grown. The largest one was grown in Germany in 2014 and weighed over 2,600 pounds. Here we have our Jack Be Little pumpkin. It's the smallest variety that we grow here on the farm. A little fun farm fact is that there's only a 4-week difference between this little pumpkin and this large pumpkin in growing time. Now that we've talked about all these different pumpkin varieties, let's head on out to the patch and see how they look when they're growing. One of my favorite parts of my job is to be able to drive tractors and to take you for rides around the farm. So before we head on out, please stay seated, hold on to your hats, and let's go. All the pumpkins, gourds, and squash found on the farm are grown by Underwood Family Farms. Some are grown here on our Moore Park farm and also in our fields throughout Ventura County. Every day, truckloads of pumpkins are brought in from our fields, and there are many leaving to be delivered to our customers throughout LA and Ventura counties. Some fun pumpkin facts: pumpkins can grow on every continent but Antarctica. There are approximately 500 seeds in each pumpkin. Pumpkins are a fruit, not a vegetable, as all fruit contains seeds. Here we are at our Sugar Baby pumpkin patch. Let's take a look and see how these are coming along. Here we have a Sugar Baby pumpkin. This one's coming along really nicely, but it still has a little green left in it, so it still needs some more time on the vine. So by the time that fall harvest comes, it should be all ready for you. Our fall harvest ranges from October 1st to October 31st. So this is the time where you're going to be able to come into this patch and enjoy how the pumpkins are grown. Now, we're going to have all these pumpkins taken off of the vine for you because if you look, the vine is really prickly and a lot of times it's really hard to get these pumpkins off of the vine. But to make it much easier for you and a more enjoyable experience picking your pumpkin, we're going to have them cut for you. Here's one that's all ready to go. We've got it cut. One of my favorite things to do with the Sugar Baby pumpkins is to roast them, but before you roast them, you have to remove the seeds. Well, you can either keep those seeds to plant them for next year's pumpkin, or you can roast them and eat them. That's one of my favorite ways to prepare pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are super high in iron, so if you need to get that iron in, grab a handful of pumpkin seeds and enjoy. Thank you so much for joining us today on our virtual pumpkin tour. I hope you had a great time. I hope you're able to join us during our fall harvest on the farm, which runs October 1st through October 31st. Happy fall, y'all!